spaces. It's in spaces. It's in spaces. It's in spaces. Yeah. It's in spaces. 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 Yeah. It's in spaces. 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 Yeah. It's in spaces. It's in spaces. It's in spaces. It's in spaces. It's in
Since species.
G'day invaders and welcome don't know what happened there. G'day invaders and welcome to Since Species. We're going to be looking at the Mega Drive Mini. Yes, it's now here. Not for all of us though. The guys in the UK do have to wait a little longer. And I do have a Mega Drive coming in from Japan, so I'll have two of these very shortly. Yeah, because I'm greedy like that. Gotta do a quick roll call because there's quite a few of you sitting in the chat there. We've got Goff, how you doing there, matey? And we've also got Emerald Rangers, Kaisel, and Tommy Ted. How's it doing, Tommy? I hope you're getting better. You always seem to be, you know, a little bit struggling there with the health, but I hope that's on the mend. Now, oh, I forgot to put my tweet out to say that I'm online. Hang on a second. How silly of me. There we go. Live. Yes. I'm going to switch over to the gameplay. Oh yeah, that's Tetris. The least exciting version of the game. It does have a two-player mode in it though. I will give it that much at least. And I've already told you guys about my Tetris story, but the long and the short of it is that this is supposed to be rare as hen's teeth, only they keep saying 10 copies or less or something like that are known to exist. And I've played one of those. I don't think it's 10. I think it's a lot higher than that, but it is rare. But anyway, let's what game is that doing the Sega chant? Sorry, I'm just not used to hearing the Sega chant on any other game except Sonic. This is okay, Beyond Oasis. Yeah, unusual to hear the Sega chants in any other game. But we're not here for that today. Now, thanks to Tommy in the chat there, he wants me to play this thing, Castlevania, the next generation. You know, that one that all the Nintendo fanboys go on about. Oh yeah, I forgot to do my intros. How rude. So we've got we got silence. That's what I've got. Hang on. Here we go.
Welcome to the stream, Gothioso.
There we go. So we got one subscriber sitting there in the chat, so at least I can get that off. By the way, I am going tonight live across YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, and Facebook. So I'm going across all 4 platforms, but the premium service, the premium platform to be on is right here on Twitch. So if you are watching over on any of those other channels, that is Mixer, YouTube, or Facebook, come over and join me over on Twitch, and you'll get the better experience there. Yeah, I'm going prime time. And Kill Paul Volume 3. I didn't catch Volume 1 and 2. How you doing, matey? Alright, so I'm just trying to get my stuff organized. I'm playing this, by the way, on a 6-button retro bit controller, and it is almost identical for the Sega Mega Drive as the original 6-button controller. Kind of weird holding this. It feels so new, yet it's an old controller. So we're getting this. I have not played this. I've watched it. I've seen it. Yeah, Castlevania is just not my thing really normally. Funny story about how I found my copy of New Generation. I moved to Queensland in 06, and on the first day there I went into a random cashies and found it for $2. That was from Emerald Rangers. Try doing that now. Kill Paul, I would die for... I asked, actually, for some posters from 5 Star. Do you reckon they could give it to me? Nah. Not like I'm not promoting the bloody Mega Drive, is it? Two young vampire hunters set out to fulfill their destiny, push back the evil hordes, and drive the vampire back something or other. I didn't catch the last of it. So this is back when Konami weren't a bunch of dicks. This is when they were actually a high premium, high tier company, and now they've quickly dropped down to the bargain bin. When you first look at this game, it doesn't look overly exciting, but this game does a lot with, you'll see here, yeah, a couple of little special effects here and there. This is just a demo. This is not me playing yet. Personally, I'd put this above Super Castlevania 4, but that's just me. That's from the Ikari. Is it Ikari Warriors? Ikari? I'm going to go with Ikari. Ikari Warrior. I used to love the Ikari Warriors back in the day. Tommy's saying, I got my copy from eBay. No special story for me. That's unusual, Tommy. You're full of stories, usually. This is such a weird intro because she looks like a monster, a huge giant, the way she's walking slowly. She needed to travel all over Europe, enlisting help from all the powers of darkness. Alright, we've already seen this. Let's get on with it. Back to the game. Oh, I do have one complaint about this controller. The mode button is right below the start button, and you will find yourself pressing it constantly. And it acts as a reset button. It looks like Lily Munster, you're right. Ikari Rose is saying I'm pronouncing it correct. Good. Oh, by the way, tonight's drink is coconut Red Bull. Let's hope I don't spill this all over the joint like last time. All right, let's get on with this. I'm going to ramp the players up because, you know, I want to finish this. And yes, it is on easy because I am a bit of a wimp. But again, I want to show you guys as much as I can. Is this a 2-player game or just 1 player? I'll have to look at that later. Vampire Killer. Well, I mean, if I'm going to go kill vampires, you'd want a Vampire Killer as a weapon, as opposed to this stick. So we'll go with him. Oh, it's 1 player. The only special thing, this is Tommy, that I can say about my copy, it was once the most expensive game I ever purchased. That was until you got Musha released, wasn't it? The countdown for PAX is near, what's it, 18 days or something? 17 days? I still find it weird that to get power-ups you have to hit the candles, because the candles just look like backgrounds to me. Alright, that's just the warm-up. This looks familiar. Have I played this before? Maybe this is similar to the Super Nintendo version? I like how some of the zombies have got flies hanging around them. Emerald Rangers is saying the most expensive game he wants is Radiant Silver Gun on the Saturn. Not aware of that one. Is that a shooter? Come on. Probably should have stayed up, shouldn't I? Oh, you can go down here, okay. This, I'm sure I've played this. I must be getting it mistaken for, oh, Slowdown on a Mega Drive game, wow. Massive slowdown. Yeah, I'm getting out of there. Yeah, this is very much the same as another Castlevania game I've played before, but I think it was the PSP version. So maybe they've just modded it and changed a few things up. I hear Spacey's phone vibrating. No? Yeah, whatever that is. Everything just wants to kill you. This game's ridiculous. Down, boy, down. What? If that's a game over, I'm pretty... Thank God. Man, this is brutal. Was there some sort of kind of power-up that I'm missing that I could have used? Alright. Down, boy, down, come on. Ooh. Okay. That it? Oh, you sack of crap, die. Look at his animation. Yeah, let's go, let's go. Oh, is there a timer? No, okay. Oh, press C to use second weapon. Oh, fair enough. Oh, wow. Okay. That could have helped. Oh, come here, you bony bag of bones thingy, you. Alright. That's all I've got. I'm so tired. I've been talking to customers all day long, and it really does take it out of you. And then you finish that, and then you got to do a stream and be witty. Yeah, right. Alright, now it's starting to get a bit different. Oh, they're all ganging up on me. Are the skeletons thrown their own bones, or do they belong to something else? Oh, I'm just about stuffed. Ah, oh, come on! People enjoy this? Castlevania 3 is probably the hardest one unless you play the Japanese version. Oh yeah, I heard they toned down. It's usually the other way around. Usually it's the Western version that gets gimped. Oh, come on! I gotta say, I prefer the music on the Nintendo one. But I might need to give just this more time, that's all. I just like that classic NES track for this one. For Castlevania. Oh wow, that's handy. And that's rare coming from me, because I usually think that most NES games sound like ass. But I do think that they got it right. That's gonna tip on me, isn't it? It was like Mega Man on the Mega Drive. Should have sounded awesome, but it sounds so bad. I don't know how they got that so wrong. Oh, haha, got the skills. Oh, you can shoot up. Shoot, you can whip up. And got some meat. Watch the dual count as the secondary weapons use them. Okay, got it. Don't spam it, in other words. Uh-oh. Alright, bit of drama. Curse of the Moon. Oh, what? I'm sorry. I'm used to when you're jumping onto a platform that you actually land on said platform. Not this pokey crap. Sod you. Oh, you can hit the attacks. So here you got to actually press diagonally up to be on those steps. You can't just jump onto them. That is so hokey. I need to give Symphony of the Night a big chance because I know everyone raves on about that game, but it is hard as balls. All right, hit enemy, do nothing. Seven more attacks, yes. I'm still in this. Still in this. Oh, I've run out. I gotta do the final blow. Bye bye. It's dripping. Stage 1 cleared. Symphony of the Night. Ah, I get it. Plus I prefer the classic style Castlevania games over the Metroidvania ones. No, I like the Metroidvania ones because it gives you more playability. Makes the game last longer is what I'm trying to get at. I wish there was bourbon in that. I could open up a bit more. Was I supposed to select something new? I don't know. Alright. Atlantis Shrine, Greece. I do like how they reinvented the series. This is the level that everyone shows when they go to show off how amazing the graphics were for the Mega Drive version. This is the level you always see them show off on YouTube. Alright, so he just can't swim. Okay. Fine. This is my last dude, isn't it? I better sort this out. Oh. See, this guy bull rushes you from nowhere. Asshole. Late night reviews, how you doing? I'm glad to see that YouTube comments are coming through on this chat thing, so I can talk to you all from the one window. That's cool. Sometimes I have trouble with that. Now, here we go. Yeah, asshole. Is there anyone here watching that has not actually played Castlevania? Because I never really got into this series. I never found the appeal. But I'm trying to give it a go because, you know, everyone goes on about the series. But again, is there anyone out there that, yeah, just did not get into Castlevania for one reason or another? Is there anyone out there that hates this series? What is with this dude keep spawning? Yeah, that's not annoying, is it? I'm used to when you kill a character that's it. Move on. Oh jeez, I just realised water's going up. Out of my way, asshole. I ain't got time to deal with you. If only this dude could swim, it wouldn't be such an issue. Oddpod's watching. How you doing there, matey? Got a few people watching on YouTube. I always found it, how would you put it, a challenge to decide whether or not to stream to YouTube or not, because I don't like the videos cluttering up my list of videos. But I thought I'd give it a try. And what I might do is, once the stream is over, just set the videos to private or something. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, come on, I ain't got time. Managed to, you know, somehow luck that. Oh, here we go. The water level's going up too. Come on. How's that fair? And that's the end of the game, I think. Yeah. And he continues. Oh, Tiger Max is saying, I blame the United Australia Party. Oh, you can continue. Okay. I do want to know how he does that. This is a YouTube channel we're talking about, Friendly Geordies. Oh, good. I didn't have to do the whole thing again. He does this effect where he basically yells and carries on like an idiot. And I want to do that effect, but I don't know how. Who killed this son of a bitch? I've only got one hit on him. Well, this is not fun. Am I just dying because of the water? There's no platform to jump up onto. As soon as you get anywhere near him, he disappears. Man. Sounds like he's he uses a stinger sound effect when he says it. Yeah, I don't know how he does it, but it sounds awesome. I would love to know how to do it. Got that in. Oh, come on! It's timed. He switches sides, but you just got to get the timing right. Yeah, this is fun. Oh, so instead of just calling a plumber, kills whatever that Skeletor dude was. At least you saved a call-out fee. You survive that and then you get killed and die because of crows. Stoner crows. Oh, and then this dude comes out and wipes you. Oh, come on! Don't tell me I gotta do that dude again. This sucks! Just saying. I never understood the fascination with people playing overly difficult games. I just never got the appeal, personally. Bloody hell. Bloody hell! Cop that, you stinking bird. Alrighty, figured it out. Yeah, I'd never... Oh, what? It explains... Man, he takes a lot off you, and then you have to go all the way back to the first dude. Not fun! Cyril or Cedric? This sucks. Yeah, come on. I'm starting to understand why Angry Video Game Nerd makes the videos that he does with shitty games. But he really, you know, gets off on the whole Castlevania thing. Bloody hell. You can't even get this whip out in time. Then you got this dude that just comes out like a, I don't know, a blister after work's already been done. He just comes out and nails you in 2 hits. Ah, can you duck that hit? Probably not. Yeah, here we go. This sucks. This really does suck. You suck. You probably noticed I'm not reading the comments because I am very much distracted and pissed off at the moment with this game. What is... Oh, I thought that might have get you something. You can't get your freaking whip going and they sap all your life so that by the time you come to these enemies, you've freaking used up all your life on birds. Killed by the bird, not by him. Man. I can't honestly see this stream going too long. So this guy's weapon is to just cry and fill the room up with his tears. I thought you would have, you know, had the memory forget you because you went off the screen. Come on! Yeah, I got that guy at least. Right, so all I've got is 2 bars of life. Ah. This is the game that Tommy wanted to put in the S tier? Are you kidding me? Yeah, Sega Hotline. Yeah, have you got any cheats for Castlevania? Yeah, just unplug it and throw it in the bin. Save yourself the heartache. Got one. Yeah, and then his mate comes along and says, yeah, I got this, it's all good. Now, can you duck? No. Tommy Ted says I've beaten this game quite a few times, you just need to get better. How can you enjoy this though? I just don't enjoy it. I know the game's got like heaps of fans, but I'm just not one of them. See, he begins to descent, and by the time I get my whip going, he's already kicked my ass. Oh, jeez. You want to watch where you put that thing? You'd poke an eye out or something. Alright, now it's this dude I don't know how to get past. I've got 3 shot. Oh, okay. Yeah. Symphony of the Night, this is not. And it's damn expensive. I tried getting the Saturn version of that. Yeah. Price shot up to 9,000 yen, so I noped out of there. 9,000 yen, I would have got it. Come on, man, it was 9,000 yen. Oh, 9,000, yeah. 9,000 yen, I would have bought that. Alright, that's me done with freaking Castlevania. I'm going to have to swap out for something else. I am not having that. Give the other character a go. He's considered the easier option. You tell me that now. That's 78 quid plus all the postage, and it's getting hit with customs. Not worth it. All right. I'm just saying, I would have bought it if it was me that I was after it. That was on easy. That's easy. That's awesome. It's amazing how hard this game is. Alright, we'll go with Eric Lacard. You better be good, Eric. Surprised you didn't change language or play Bloodlines instead. What's the difference? They're the same, aren't they? blood, because it's got the word blood in it. Oh, this looks hokey. The guy's wearing a dress, for God's sakes. How's this easier? Because he can hit up? Work it out. Western version was Mro censored. I don't care about censorship because I don't think a lot of that stuff really contributes to the game. As long as the gameplay remains the same, I don't care if a cross has been changed as something else or whatever it is that the censorship has done. So, no, I don't like censorship, but it won't stop me from playing the game. That makes sense. Oh, I got my eye on you. Aren't you supposed to be able to hit that? Yeah, oh, okay. Don't know what that does, but I grabbed it. Oh, it's turned his weapon all flamey. Just don't censor out the enemy boobies and I'm okay. Alright, okay. Yay for boobies. Now this part's weird because look how much it slows down, and the PSP version of this part, which is essentially what this part here is, doesn't really slow down. So this is weird seeing the slowdown on a Mega Drive game. Well, he got annihilated. Yeah, this character is a little easier to use. Has more of a hit range. I don't think that will mean anything when I go to take on the major bosses. I was watching some PAX panels today on YouTube, and it's starting to become more real, if that makes sense. The fact that I'm going to be on a panel soon, it's starting to hit home. Mind you, the PAX panel I was watching was with PewDiePie Markiplier, so maybe not the same experience that I'm going to have. I'm going to watch a few other panels from some lesser known YouTubers just to get an idea of what the panel experience will be like, because I have never really gone to a panel myself, so it's kind of weird being on a panel before actually watching a panel live myself. In some way it might actually help, but I'll just tell myself that. Oh, come on. Oh no! I'll get to the comments in a second. Tiger, we haven't done our meme in a while. And we've got Vance's mini console game reviews. We're just going to call you Vance for short. How you doing there over in YouTube land? First time I've got comments over on YouTube, so this is a new experience for me. I am streaming on Twitch, Mixer, Facebook, and also on YouTube, so it's kind of cool to see it all come together on the one screen. What are those red jewels? What do they do? And is there a timer? No, good. Okay. Oh, come on, you. Just think of it as a Synth Spaces show, but facing the viewers directly. Okay, keep that in mind. There's no slowdown like this on the cartridge. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Why would it be slow down here, but not on the cartridge? Anyway, Spaces, you know of any new Game Plus in Australia? You know, Gerard, what? Type English, mate, and then I might be able to read what you're saying. I got no idea what you're saying. Red jewels are basically ammunition for your sub weapons. Oh, okay. There's no slowdown on the actual game. That's weird. Why would they get the emulation wrong in that regard? Oh. So yeah, I was watching high-profile YouTubers do their PAX chats, and some of the questions they get from the audience, man, what is wrong with the audience? Some of them, I know they're kids, but wow. And that's not, I'm hoping that's just not me being old, but some of those kids are just asking some really strange out there questions. When I say kids, some of them were 13, 14 that were asking questions. And I might be getting that on my I don't think our panel is really aimed at that age group, so I don't think that we'll get too many kids, but hey, it could be a few kids interested in what it was like to play video games before Google was a thing. I did that first go alright. Now when I try to do it again, issues. Oh wow, that weapon's awesome. And I don't actually know if we at this panel are going to be allowed to display video beforehand, or we are just going to be, you know, on a table with nothing but a TV screen in front of us with a timer. Because there's going to be a countdown. We get 1 hour and then we've got to be out of there. So we don't have time to mess around. Don't miss. Shriek. But I'm hoping this won't be my last PAX panel. I would like it to be a regular event. We've got to work out a way to make it the second PAX panel. The second PAX panel that we do will be more of a challenge than this one, because we've got to work out, okay, now what do we do for an encore? Ow. Ow. Hey, can you not? He's going to do that charge up thing at me any second now. Here we go. Bye. Be like Kind of Funny Games and put on a whole musical. No, because Kind of Funny Games got kicked off PAX. I find that odd. I really don't know the history of what happened there. So we managed to get a PAX panel and Kind of Funny Games didn't. Wonder what that's saying. New. So this just shows you the weapons you've collected. Okay. So I'm just going to get a chance to read some of the comments. New Game Plus, the Australian game show that was on public access over there. Do you know of any of the people that work on it? There was a TV show that I was watching and I was trying to get into it. It was on YouTube, but I couldn't because there was one episode that I watched. I don't know if it's the same show you're talking about. There was this really large guy and he was sitting wearing shorts and it just looked repulsive the way the camera angle was. The camera angle was down low looking up and here's this big fat guy with man spreading onto the camera and I was just like, nah, I can't watch this. Which questions? Oh, you're talking about what questions they were asking? Like they were just asking just general questions. When did you get famous and what was it like to get popular? Can I touch you? That was one question that they asked. Multiplier. Can I? And there was a lot of people just wanting to use the question, the Q&A opportunity to say, "Can I get a photo with you?" Which I thought was a bit annoying. But you know, if I got famous and someone just said, "Can I get a photo of you?" I'd be doing it. I wouldn't have an issue. Vance has written, I usually play John Morris, so it's interesting to see all the moves from the other characters. Okay. I don't usually play Castlevania, so this is new to me. I know a few of them work on it, but I fell out with a few others too. Okay, Tiger Max. Emerald Rangers shows, no, it shows your password. No, that's the password. I don't know what you're talking about. What? Oh, that's your password. Oh, what? That's how do you write that down? What is that? Armor, axe. That's nuts. Did he have a goatee? What? The fat guy that I'm talking about? I don't know. I can't remember. I was too focused on looking at this man spreading large guy. I couldn't look past that. Funny how everyone from social platform is trying to tell you that this is the password screen. Yeah, I know, it's funny. I've never played it before, so I don't know. Who'd win in a fight between Joker and Sonic the Hedgehog? I remember seeing that one on a panel on YouTube. I think I remember watching that guy. I was just like, dude, you lined up for 1 hour and you had your chance to ask a question and that's your question? And we got Top Hat Gaming Man here. How you doing there? I should get some of these. Here we go. Sound effects going. John Morrison, you mean John Scott, right? No, I don't know. There are a few good shows on public access in Melbourne, and Player Attack is good. The Bit Pad was another one. My gosh, it's the Top Hat Gaming Man. Alright, let's get on with this. I'm not enjoying this. Just saying. Here we go. This is the only bit that impresses me. And all it is just reflecting the same thing down below. There's other games that have got more impressive graphical moments than this. Here we go. This moron. Now, one thing straight away is there was another game that had a spear. It was Wonder Boy Monster World. And if you hold up and press the spear, he does this flick special attack. I kind of wish it had this in this game, because that was super handy. I'm trying not to look at the bottom because it's distracting. Blooming hell. I do not like timed auto scrolling levels. I can't stand them. And this is one of those levels. Oh, I shouldn't jump onto that. I got killed deaded last time I tried. Oh, I've gone into a dead end part. It's like a maze. I'm not a fan of this game, I gotta tell ya. Why has this game got such a cult following? I do like the cartoon. I watched Netflix Castlevania cartoon. Oh man, I was so into that. But from a game point of view, I get it. I guess. I mean, I get that it's got a cult following, but I personally don't. It doesn't gel with me. But I don't attack the fans that enjoy the game. That's their business. Oh, how did he make that? No! I did that last time. He defended that. You son of a... Oh. Now this stinking level. By the way, if you are watching me on YouTube for the first time, why don't you just whack that subscribe button while you're there, please? That'd be very, very nice of you. Especially with all the changes that YouTube have made recently. I don't get the announcement now every time a subscriber comes on board, and it's... Yeah, I kind of miss that. I like it when I get notified. Now it's almost like they're doing whatever they can to demoralize you and just encourage you not to give a damn. Alright, these stupid crows now. Oh no, we already got past that bit. Okay. Come on, have it. Go at me, come on. Man, I knew that was happening. Even with Castlevania fans, there's quite a bit of debate in terms of which one is the best. Oh, well, that's the same with most... you know, most subcultures. They've got these fans that will... I mean, Sonic's the most split fan base in video game history. You've got some that like the 2D Sonic, and then you got another lot that think that 3D Sonic sucks. Actually, I shouldn't be wasting that on this dude, because I can take him out with no issue. It's this second dude. He has that stupid attack that... I'm going to get past it this time, I think. Got him in the kneecaps. Ah. Ah. Oh, no, no, no. I was so confident. That's game over, isn't it? Alright, now I got this. I reckon I got this time around. Doesn't mean it's going to do me anything. I'm just going to get past it. Then there's going to be another boss that comes out and just kicks my ass. Because that's what these games are all about, isn't it? Getting your hopes up, and then they just... Ah. So you don't get any power, health back at all. Hey, hey! Watch where you're putting that thing. All right, so he'll come in now. Yes. Finally. Oh, what? That's just a sub-boss? Oh, this game, I tell ya. How is this fun? Sorry, but how is this fun? I'm just trying to work that out. Bugger off. Can't get any health back. That's... Oh, man. Nah, I'm done with this. I get why some people would be into that. Oh, I can continue. Okay. It's going to get me back to the start of that freaking level, though, isn't it? Sonic Mania is a fan service game with exclamation points. Okay. Oh, sorry. I would love to read the comments, but, you know, kind of busy. I think roleplay games are really good for streaming because you can just get in there and wait between hits and just chat away. Trying my hardest not to die here. Fuck, no. Oh, no! Yeah, 500 points is not really what I'm after right now. How's this guy? He just, you know, strolling along. Doesn't know who I am, just wants to beat my head in. Yeah, we finally got up to that famous bit. Oh, God. Now what? Okay. Wall meat up ahead in this section. Wall meat? What? Yeah, I would like more life power, energy, health. That would make this game a little bit more playable for me. Ah, come on. Oh, crap. I am not going down there. But I have to go down there. Of course I do. Oh yeah, of course. Well, at least I don't have to start all the way back at the start. At least he tried. Oh, what? At least I tried. He can't whinge that I didn't tell him. What? I'm gonna read the comments later. I can talk a bit here. There's no timer, and this is just okay. I just missed the wall meet. Okay, fair enough. Tommy, he ain't going to listen. Tommy, I don't know which wall you were talking about, but thanks for trying to give it. You can see a wall with cracks in them. Hit them. Okay. Emerald Rangers speaks the truth. Can you see that in? I guess you can see that in the video. Okay. I gotta take care of these losers. My issue with this game is that if you can't defeat a boss or an enemy without taking any hits, that always annoys me, because it's like no matter what you do, you're gonna get hit. And I shouldn't have jumped into the water because this dude can't swim. I'm back up here. You guys do realize this will be the last Castlevania game I'll stream ever. You can skip the Minotaur football players by just going down the stairs. Thanks for telling me that now. What's going on? Why am I flashing? Oh great, here we go. Why am I... Oh... I'm getting hit by the debris. Great. Do I have to hit him in the kneecaps or something? No. I haven't got a single hit on him yet. All right. Haven't got a single hit on this dude. Ow. The enemies are at least a bit interesting. Youch. Boss looks like Gigantor. Gigantor. Gigantor, the space age robot. Go on. See, guys. But there's no point in taking them on. You don't get any rewards for beating them. Really? Ow. Oh, that's it. I'm out of special attacks. Gotta do this the hard way now. Jeez. Your moveset's very restricted. Oh. Yes. The Sega Genesis Mini is full of games with interesting bosses, that's for sure. Yeah, I totally agree. He finally beat level 2. Thanks, Emerald Rangers, for your support. I reckon I should save this. Hang on, I'm going to save it. I don't know why. There we go. I do have to say that I like the Super Nintendo animations more than the Mega Drive presentation. With, you know, you got the little animations when you save a save point and you can see it struggle and then feel it go down. Whereas this is just, yeah, okay, saves. There's no presentation there. But with the Super Nintendo one, you see, yeah, you see a little struggle and then bang, it goes down to take over the other save point. So, yeah, that's one little aspect I like about the Super Nintendo Mini. And another one that people don't talk about is that the Super Nintendo Mini, or Classic, has a rewind feature and this does not. So that's another thing that the Super Nintendo has over this. But 42 games, at least 40 or 39 of them are worth playing. From my Mega Drive rating video, you'll see that I didn't really poo-poo on many of these games that are on this compilation. But go back to the main menu, because I can do that now. There we go. Tommy's going, Spaceys is going to love level 3. You're just making me wonder why I bother. I have a feeling you're not going to be a fan of Contra Hard Corps either, since that's another Konami. I've already, yeah, I reviewed Pro Protector, as it was called here, and I reviewed it for the Super Nintendo, and I loved it, but man, it was just difficult, ridiculously difficult. Out of all these games, that one's the questionable one, and that one. And everything else on this list has got a place on this compilation. There's really not many games, maybe Columns, maybe Altered Beast, but everything else is like really worth playing. Then I can't wait for what it's going to look like when it gets hacked, because we all know that's going to happen. I could never get into Alex Kidd myself. Well, it just so happens that was one of the very first games I owned on the Mega Drive, because I was such an Alex Kidd. I played Miracle World and I loved it, and then when I saw that it was getting a Mega Drive version, I was like, oh wow, this is like even better, but it kind of wasn't. But it was cool. It had cool little moments. All right, but I am procrastinating. I'm not really enjoying this, guys, I tell ya. Where is it? The only reason Tetris was hyped is because it's getting a physical version on Genesis is extremely rare. Yep. And Ikari Rory, if you didn't see at the start, I mentioned that I've actually played one of the physical copies back in the early 90s, and I missed out on buying it for only like 85 bucks. What is it going for now on eBay? If it ever does go online, I could have bought it for $85, which in all hindsight was a lot of money in 91. And I didn't feel compelled to buy it. I visited this guy's place. I saw he had Tetris up there. I said, oh, this is that Tetris game that I keep hearing everyone rave on about. Can I have a go? So he puts it on. And I remember coming away thinking, well, that was okay. But it wasn't anything that made me go, wow. But I enjoyed it. And I didn't buy it. And I should have. Because I could have been one of those rare 10. Well, it's not like anybody anticipated it becoming rare and expensive. Exactly. I did know the story behind it. Because to me it was just, oh yeah, okay, Sega releasing Tetris on Mega Drive. And it was only until many years later that I heard about the fact that it was a rare game. And it had a whole heap of copyright saga behind it in the background. I knew nothing about all of that. I always did wonder why didn't it come out on the Mega Drive locally, and then it, yeah, of course that would come out in YouTube videos later. But I am avoiding the inevitable. Here we go. Level 3. This is gonna suck. Straight away, they got some KFC reject attacking you. Hey, dirty bird. I like the backgrounds. Like, very limited, but still cool. And I do like the grass blowing effect. Bit of a weird parallax scrolling thing going on. The background's supposed to go slower. What the hell? He just took out that pillar. Can he do that? Is he allowed to do that? Why can't I do that? That's actually pretty cool. And he hits you with it. That's not nice. I can't wait to play Musha Elise. Come on. What the hell? What? Oh, now I've got nothing. Can't play around on the steps because you just get burnt. Just ignore him and move on. It was like when you're getting picked on at school. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. I thought that was a power-up. Of course, it's something that's going to kill you. They sound like cats. Frickin' what? Can I go this way? Yeah, okay. He's throwing a bit of paper at me. What does this do? Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? Anyone can tell me? What are you meant to do? Of course. I'll press jump when flashing. I'm going to reset and start again. I don't read instruction booklets, they're overrated. there's a handful of Mega Drive games that they do something really creative with the limited, capabilities that the machine had, that make me go, holy crap, I can't believe that they managed to do that. And Treasure is a game game manufacturer or publisher that does that time and time again. That's one company. But Compile is another company that they just understand the Mega Drive, or they understood it back in the day. And it's funny how some companies just struggle, but then you got other companies that just, when they're programming on the Mega Drive, they're just toying around and achieving all these amazing things. Ah, right, okay. Ah! Really? Why can't I? Oh. Really? Struggling. Yeah, Dynamite Heaty is another one of these games. Do it in the room with a little hallway to continue the red. With the little hallways to continue. The red room is only for the other character. All right. Ah. Yeah, I think my biggest gripe with this game is, yeah, okay, you lose life. I get it. It's hard. But if they could make it so that you could regain your energy with power-ups or health chickens or something on the ground, that would be nice. Thank you. It would make the game less frustrating for me. Instead of, yep, you're just dying and that's it. Nothing you can do about it. Like, you really do value your life meter in this game. It's just crazy. Go up. Don't worry about it. Just go up. Alright, now. That's annoying. You can go to Hades. I'm not going to hang around for you. I'll work it out. I'll work it out. Give me a second. Oh, don't. You can't go through this room, go back. Alright, yeah, I kind of figured that out now, but now kind of stuffed. Ah, hey, he worked it out. Oh, and it actually attacks too. Oh wow, this is yeah, trippy. Who needs mode 7? You guys haven't played Musha at least, and I know that there's someone in the chat that has. There's one particular level where the ground gives way and reveals a massive lava pit down below. And it is simply like such a sublime moment in video gaming history. My gaming history anyway. When I saw that for the first time, I was thinking, My God, these guys who made this game are just incredible. How's this fun? Looks cool. It's just frustratingly a long level, my God. Oh, and you got jerks like that. Game Train, how you doing? Glad you could join. Looking forward to PAX, mate. Thanks for the follow. What am I doing? I should be doing a... So everyone who doesn't know who Game Train are, Game Train is going to be the host of the panel for PAX. So they're going to be the ones steering the conversation. I just hope we get through the questions quick enough to be able to make it interesting. And I'm not enjoying this. I'll read the comments in a second. I'm just trying my best not to throw a controller through the Since Spacey's TV. I am enjoying though the special effects that the Mega Drive is putting on here. They did a bit of this. Treasure was a company that loved to use the rocking effect on bosses, but not usually on the background itself. It's even in Streets of Rage, actually, now that I think about it. Streets of Rage 2. Where am I supposed to go now? What? What? Can you wall jump or something? Far out. Play Castlevania, they said. It will be fun, they said. It is a great game, they said. I'm sure it's a great game for some. I'm just not one of those people that is enjoying it. No! Ooh. I give Konami points for taking on the Mega Drive when it wasn't really their strong system and coming up with a game that looks like this. Just don't know what you got to do at the end here. Yeah, here. Oh, you had to. Oh my God, really? How is a bit of mummy fluff, we'll call it, how's that going to hurt you? I mean, I've never been hit by mummy fluff, so I'm not talking from personal experience. But it doesn't sound like the most aggressive weapon you could... Like, who came up with that idea? Yeah, well, you know, we'll get him to strip down and we'll throw his flesh. No, we can't have flesh because he's a mummy. Oh, alright, we'll get him to throw his mummy, his cloth. Yeah, that's a great idea. We'll put that in there. Got to head off, guys. Thanks, Emperex, for joining in. And I died because I was looking at the comments. This game is unforgiving. I do think the whip is more satisfying though, but it's just not as good. Oh, so when you're going upstairs, you cannot hit, you cannot attack up. Of course not. What? Screw that up. Hang on. What have we got in the comments? I feel drunk watching this. Okay. Walk through the opening on the left of the platform higher. Well, yeah, we got that. Nothing like level design that doesn't make it clear where you go. Yeah, I like arrows. Bling, bling, bling. You know, arcade style. No one wants to be hit with used toilet paper. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, it's like they're flinging toilet rolls at you. Oh no, that's taking energy off me. Age mummy fluff is going to be as tough as cement. Yeah, that's a point. The names on the screen are so small I can't read the text, but I hope you all have a good day. Okay. If you are watching on YouTube, it is probably better if you head over to my Twitch and give us a follow, because I am struggling on followers. I'm trying to, my goal is to get to 500 and I'm not even at 200 yet. So I'm just typing it out one-handed. What am I doing? I could just type two-handed, because you know I do have two hands. I can type two hands. There we go. Oh wow, and that even goes to Mixer. No one's watching on Mixer, I think. I had trouble getting through to Mixer. Does anyone use Mixer? Ninja does. Anyway. I don't know if Mixer is gonna survive. I mean, they chased after Ninja, and they're only chasing him for the hype. I just don't. The way Twitch is going though at the moment is kind of frustrating. They're doing everything they can to get bad press. But, okay, that looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. That looks freaking fantastic, actually. Right, now this is getting a little bit airy-fairy. Quite literally, actually. Oh, I can see this getting annoying. This is Ghouls and Ghosts tough. Actually, this is what it's giving me a flashback of. Look at the background. It is actually matching with, like, they're trying to make a pseudo 3D effect going on here. Like, the background is actually corresponding to the game. Alright, that was awesome. Alright, bastard time. I got nothing. I just keep hitting up. Ah, don't hit me. No, I'm gonna die. Yep. I picked it. I picked it. Kind of sucks that you, have to reset all your special attacks. I'm just trying my hardest not to jump off the ledge. I gotta tell you, this guy's a jerk. I'm not getting that timing right. Oh. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, yes. Don't you dare respawn and then attack me again. Oh, Emerald Rangers goes off to bed when I finish level 3. Yeah, that'll be right. I think I do need to save. It's a shame you can't earn lives or continues, because I can see myself spectacularly dying very soon. I should be saving that. And Emerald Ranger says, I heard that. Night, yeah. Best to diversify. Looks like I'm going to, but I'm enjoying the YouTube platform right now and focusing on content. Okie dokie. I'm off now. Have a good one. Thanks, Game Train, for joining in. It'll be good to chat with you one-on-one. I've got to get you on a Sin Spacey episode, a Sin Spacey show one day. That's the least I can do. There are some extra hidden lives in some candles. Oh, bloom it out. I've got to go around taking out all the candles. Okay. Metalworks in Germany. Here we go. It's ought to be fun. Okay, is this a shinobi type job? No. Right, so they're on the other side of the fence chucking crap over. It's like high school all over again. Are they wearing German Nazi style helmets? Really? Wow. Can you jump over there? And Top Hat Gaming Man is now finally following me. Wow, took you long enough. Thanks for the follow. In all fairness, I haven't really been concentrating on Twitch until the last year or so, or 6 months. Yep, that's me out. I don't think there's any continues. The end. What did I think of that? If you can jump to the other side of the fence, that would be very shinobi. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I like this game, but man, does it have to be so rock hard? Can't they make it have an easy mode? I know that sounds like a soft thing to say, but have an easy mode for people who want to enjoy the game, and then have the difficult levels for those who want to master it. I suppose if I did attempt it again and again and again, I would eventually get good, and I would eventually get past those levels. It is just rock hard. It is up there with Ghouls and Ghosts hard. Might swap out the game though. And I'll look at something else, but I need to change the game over, which is a bit of a pain. Tommy said it took him 2 months to beat this game. I don't doubt it. Now, I can beat this fairly easy. Oh, thank you, Top Hat Gaming Man, for your input. I have watched you play games in the past, and I will admit you are better than me. I'm gonna put Ghouls and Ghosts in, because this is another game that I think this is easier than the Super Nintendo version, but it's still damn hard. I just like the fact that Sega themselves were the ones that programmed this. God, I haven't heard this in such a long time. I haven't played it in ages. How weird, you get the option, diagonals, yes or no. Kind of weird, yeah? What an awesome logo. The game is just freaking awesome. See, even though this game is tough, I find that it's more enjoyable because it's just easier to control. It's more satisfying to control than Castlevania. Castlevania is so slow in comparison to this. So again, yes, I get it. It is difficult, but it is satisfying because you do have the ability to attack, and if you get killed, it's because it's your own fault. So it's difficult but fair. But bloody tough. There is usually slowdown here and none on this because of... Okay. I think there's usually some slowdown on that part. Ouch. Pants. No, get me pants. Nah, that did me. How hard is Ghouls and Ghosts compared to the rest of the series? Yeah, I think the Super Nintendo version is harder. Not to say that this is easy. It's just that there's some parts in the Super Nintendo version that just does my head in. Ah! And the camera moving around threw me off a bit. And that's a good excuse if I've ever heard one. Actually, if you guys can leave a comment down below, let me know which game in the Mega Drive Mini has been the one that you've been looking forward to play the most. For me, with this, the Western version, oh, how come I didn't see that? Phantasy Star 4, playing that on a nice HDMI system would be great. Well, I can't wait to get some time to actually get into that properly. But on the Japanese version, I'm simply dying to play Musha released on that. Oh, how did I survive? Oh, I was trying to outrun the skull. There's quite a few games on it I've enjoyed. Is Hybrid Front in the Western version if you change it to Japanese? Hybrid Front? What's that? Tommy says, I can't wait to try Mega Man Wily Wars either on the Mini or buy a real copy. Haven't you got a Mega Drive Mini yet, Tommy? I would have expected you to be up front. The Ikiri Rose says, probably Alicia Dragoon, World of Illusion, just so they can get more recognition. Doesn't seem like those games get much as attention as a lot of others. I've actually got a beta copy of World of Illusion, which I played. So I played World of Illusion before it got released. I actually played it for the commercial here in Australia. But we also I managed to track down somehow that same beta copy for my Disk Interceptor machine. So I was playing that, and there are differences. If you hold down the start button, you can then float around and go anywhere you want. So it's kind of like a debug mode. Vances is saying, sadly, none of the Japanese exclusives show up on the Western version if you change the language. Otherwise, I'd be playing Langriser 2. What was Langriser 2? I have to look into that. I have to be careful with money at the minute with the game market on Sunday. And my grandmother is moving in with me full time now. I need to do things on the house for her. Oh, you got to man up and an adult. Okay. Alicia Dragoon, just 1 second. I had it, but I think I've got it on. Sorry for you guys having it. I thought I owned your Lucia Dragoon. I don't. Right, well, fair enough. Sucks. One game that I would have liked to have seen on the Mega Drive Mini is Global Gladiators. It's actually a really good game, despite the fact that it's a advertisement for McDonald's. And that's why I can't wait to get to hack this thing. But one game that actually I'll play. You can hear the music for this now. Landstalker. This is another game that is a forgotten gem. This game was raved on about back in the day. I played the heck out of this. Don't know how big the game actually is. I think it's possibly 12 megs as opposed to most games being either 4 or 8. God, this has been a while. Langriser 2 is like Fire Emblem. It's a prequel. Its prequel was called Warsong in the West. Langriser 1 and 2 just recently got remakes on the Switch sometime in 2020. Oh, okay. Forgot to delete just recently. Left over of a previous edited sentence. Oh, okay. Landstalker is the Sega Genesis mini game that I've been playing the most. It's hard though to work out the 3D because you don't know. You do a lot of leaps of faith, and you don't know if you jump left that you're actually going to land in the section that you think you're going to land in. And I was playing Dark Savior, which is kind of like actually I've got it here. There we go. This is like the spiritual successor to Landstalker. Still got its $29 sticker on it. And it's got a hotline, Sega hotline, for hints and tips. That I wasn't working on the Sega hotline when it changed to that number. So your main character is called Nigel. That's awesome. Yeah, it's got a lot of these tongue-in-cheek comedy moments. Hurry, run. This could get interesting, come on. So I'm not controlling any of this. This is all on auto. One interesting thing about this 6-button controller is that it's actually not a 6-button controller. It is an 8-button controller. It's got L and R buttons on the side as well. Trying to think of how that could be handy. It's not handy on the Mega Drive. Follow me, Nigel. It's just such a weird character name to give to the main character, Nigel. It's almost as bad as, I don't know, Greg. Something ordinary, or Brian. Not a very heroic name, is it? Climax Entertainment. Alright, so I think this is as close, besides Beyond Oasis, this is the closest that Mega Drive got to having a Zelda. You said I don't care how much it costs. I want to go there right now. But 2,000 golds? 2,000 golds. Alright, so it's been a while. Like, it's been over 20 years, actually, since I last touched this game. It feels incredibly 2D, but you can see I am actually walking behind that wall, but when you're looking at it at first, because there's no sideway movement, it's just really unusual to play a game like this now in 2019. Hang on, there was something on the wall there. Woe and death unto those who step onto this land. Okay, sounds like Big W. Oh, we got a treasure chest. Love a treasure chest. As you said, it's much easier to read the comments when the game isn't constantly trying to kill you like Castlevania Bloodlines. Yep. I do agree they could have done the mode button placement better though. Yeah, I just don't understand why it's right there smack in the middle. The mode button could have been on the back, because it's not a button you need to press in a hurry. So hiding it on the back there near the chord placement, or right dead set in the back center, you might have accidentally pressed it once or twice, but you'd get used to that. But when you're reaching for the start button and then this accidentally happens, yeah, that's a bit annoying. It's not something that's gonna kill you in game, but it'll be interesting to see the Japanese 6-button controller when I get that, the 2 controllers with that, if I get it. I don't even know, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know what version they got me. I'm hoping that they got me in a 6-button version, because in Japan you could either buy a Mega Drive Mini with 1 3-button controller. No, you could buy it with 1 6-button controller, or 2 6-button controllers, or 2 3-button controllers. So you had options, but in the West, no options. You just get what you want, you get it and shut up. That was the arrangement. I found 5 gods. There's nothing more satisfying in a game than finding a treasure chest, is there? Alright, so they're teaching you to use tools to gain access to higher ground. Beyond the Oasis feels less Zelda to me than Landstalkers. Link and Nigel look like they could be related. Yeah, I think that this... I mean, I played this before... Or no, around about the same time that I played my first Zelda game, which was the Super Nintendo Zelda, Link Between Worlds or whatever it is. No, Link to the Past. Mind you, I love that game. I wasn't meant to do that. Am I meant to go here? I think so. I can't move anyway. Picking up pace. He looks pretty calm considering how fast that damn thing's going. Oh my gosh, a man! I have to tell Grandpa. Alright, this is... Oh, this is so Zelda-like. Still asleep. He didn't seem to be the lazy type. Oh my god. This could easily be a Zelda game on Mega Drive, huh? Let him sleep for a while. You can stay in our village as long as you want. Hooray! That's a great idea, but we're in a hurry. Nigel, wake up. It's time to continue our treasure hunt. Hey, Grandpa, I'm man. Yeah, especially when they put stuff like Street Fighter 2 and Comic Zone on there that don't play as well with a free button controller. Comic Zone you can get away with playing on a free button controller. Street Fighter you cannot. And wasn't it interesting that Mortal Kombat wasn't on here? The treasure of King Noel? Yeah, I have no idea. Liar! Ilfiba! Are you okay? Take care. So this game came out before there was a 6-button controller. So the top 3 buttons, X, Y, Z, do nothing. There was a channel, I can't remember their name. I subscribed to them just recently. They drink beers and tell you about the craft beer that they're drinking, and then they go on to play the game and review the game. Mortal Kombat on a 3-button controller versus a boss with 4 arms. No thanks, yeah, true. They drink a beer and play the game. That's, yeah, but they're called... I'll figure it out later, but I just recently subscribed to them. They did a video talking about, is retro gaming pointless? And they were basically saying that no, it's not. And the point that they were making, it's like, once you put this game on a cartridge, which I have this on cartridge, by the way. Once you put this in a Mega Drive, you plug it in and you turn it on, you're committed to playing that game. But with these compilation packages, I can just go, you know what, I'm bored of this. Go out, save. And then you go out and play another game. So you're not as committed. And it's like using Netflix as opposed to getting a VHS tape, putting that VHS in the machine, pressing play, sitting down. You're committed. whether that is a good movie or a crap movie, you're in there for a long ride. You're basically going to watch that right through to the end in most cases. The same with like music. I really hate now when you at a party and you hear people, the song's only halfway through, and people go, "No, change the song, change the song." And now they can just quickly change it, and then you very rarely go to a party where they play the music all the way from start to end, and it gets annoying. I kind of like the music to just be playing and everyone just leave it the hell alone. So that's where when you're playing a record, an old-fashioned record, which I don't have, I would like to get a record player actually. You put that vinyl on and you start playing it, you're committed to that record. You're going to hear it right from the start to end. And they were saying that compilations like this, although they're cool, you can just go out of it and you just go, you know what, I'm going to pick another game. And you don't really play these games complete. So they're saying that playing retro games on cartridge is better in that sense that you're going to be committed to the game and explore it properly, not like these compilation games. Drink a beer and play a game. I don't think, no, it's not called that. Damn it, I sent them a message. Hang on, I did send them a message. I will get their name. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm so sorry. I won't be long. I'm just digging out. Gaming Off the Grid. That's what they're called. So Gaming Off the Grid, they review a craft beer. One, I don't know, I don't get that, but that's their thing. Good on them. But they did an interesting video, and I'm going to do a video with my response to that. So it'll be my take on the topic, because they did ask for people to do response videos, so I will do that. And I think I've got a few good points to make about, yeah, retro gaming versus, like, for example, I've retired my Super Nintendo because I've got it modded. I can play all the games on the classic Nintendo. And if I had more room, I wouldn't retire it, but it's just I just don't have the room in this small room. I'll go back to playing Landstalker because I was actually enjoying playing that. If I can find it. There we are. So here we go. So we're more committed to playing the games we got back then. Yeah, that's totally true. We live in a throwaway society now. And that means throwing away games as well. Well, playing on original hardware versus compilations, they'll always have their pros and cons. True. I've heard of that channel. Don't think I've ever watched any of their stuff though. I've only watched a handful of their videos, like 1 or 2 videos, but from what I've seen so far, they seem like approachable, nice guys. So I'm still yet to offer a collaborative video with them or anything like that. Top Hat Gaming Man said that his NES is retired. I don't have an NES to retire. I want to get one. I wouldn't mind getting... I'd be more inclined to get a Famicom though. The Famicom just looks more collectible to me, more interesting than the shoebox. The west side of Gumi. The road branches off into 2 paths at the sea. The right path leads to the big town Mercator. The left path, Ryuma, which is famous for its lighthouse. Just thingy. It's funny how they make the C button, sorry, A button, the talk button, and also the attack button. So you're attacking, but you're trying to actually talk to the person. Meanwhile, you're getting your sword out and thrusting it at them. Top Hat Gaming Man said that his NES is retired as it is less reliable than any emulator. That's sad. To be fair, I have retired all my pre-32-bit systems now, but the NES was the first due to the flicker. Okay. Sort the games alphabetically. Gaming off the grid is a fine channel. Didn't I? Hang on. I thought I'd sorted it out. I gotta save. I don't like the saving on this as much as the Super Nintendo Mini. I think I've already gone over that. It's alphabetically. A to Z. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We've all seen this. I've only seen Chinese though. Because the Mega Drive never really got an official release in China to my knowledge. God, how much better does the Japanese cover from Ghouls and Ghosts look? Interesting that they put the Genesis cover for Landstalker. I know full well that that did have a Japanese. Hang on, go back to English and go back to Japanese. Right. And you notice how the order is different because it's in order of the Japanese characters or alphabet, and that puts Alex Kidd not at the start. That's interesting. Where is Landstalker though? I'm interested to see the cover for that. Ah, there it is. Oh, that was weird. So for the Chinese one, they put the American cover. This will be weird seeing this in Japanese. Gaming off the grid is a fine channel. Yes, I can see that. With the expense of collecting, people maybe not having as much room to store stuff, and how you have so many ways to play this game via emulation. Okay. Vance has written something in Japanese, and I will translate that later. Thanks for that, man. Giving me my homework. Here's something interesting. Right, so I've gone into Japanese. I've already got a save on the Western version. I'm going to start a new game in the Japanese version. The game is the same, just the text. There is one difference, I think, with this, is that they refer to a brothel in this where they change it up. I think it was this game that did it. Alright, so now if I say it, oh, that is so weird. So look at this. You've only got the 4 slots per game, no matter what ROM or language you're in. Okay. I was kind of hoping, I don't know, I was kind of hoping though that because you're playing a different ROM in a different language that they will give you 4 new. Anyway, I'm never going to be using the different language versions. But it's just interesting to see that they did that. Okay, that's different. Now I've got to get this out of... I've got to try and remember how to get it out of this language. Yeah, this game has brothel talk. I remember it playing it... but I think it was censored out of the West version. But I remember hearing about it. And again, I don't care about censorship. It never really bothered me. God, the Kid Chameleon should not have been on this list. And it's funny that they didn't have a Japanese cover for Earthworm Jim. Alright, change the language. No, that one. There we go. So here's my thing with the 2 different releases. I prefer the Japanese Mega Drive logo, but I prefer the grids of the Western version of the PAL region. So if you could get the Japanese Mega Drive logo on the PAL grids, that'd be my perfect Mega Drive set format, whatever you want to call it. And I do hate how they changed the Mega Drive layout midway. So you got, I mean, besides the EA games, you had all the games looking identical, and then all of a sudden, oh, let's change it up. I'm actually surprised Gunstar Heroes doesn't have the blue Mega Drive layout, because it did. Genesis has that cover for Gunstar Heroes with the red box. That looks really tacky. What looks really tacky? The Putt Gaming Man is saying something looks tacky. The blue, the black checkers. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, the blue box. I don't like the blue box. I like the Mega Drive box, but my original Mega Drive it was a Japanese one. It was white with the MD logo on the front. It just looked high tech. It just looked badass. And when I remember being really disappointed when I first saw the Mega Drive logo. Genesis changed the cover art a year and a bit before we went to blue. Yeah, okay. Have you got the Mega Drive 4? No. I still got to get around to watching that video. It looks terrible. If you saw it, I know the Mega Drive 3 was absolutely horrendous. We do not speak of the Mega Drive 3. Actually, no, it never got released as a Mega Drive 3. It was a Genesis 3, wasn't it? If you sort it chronically, do the boxes huddle together? I think so. Hang on. Yeah. Except they... Okay. So Tetris never came out in a box looking like that. It only came out in Japanese, and I'm kind of wondering why they went with that art form for this release instead of sticking with the original release, the only release. And I hate these people that say, oh, it was never officially released. It was officially released. They withdrew it, and they officially denied any knowledge of it, but it was officially released. Because I had played it. I saw it. I could have bought it. I still can't get over that. There is a Mega Drive 3. Okay. Which is completely different to the Genesis 3. Because why not? Alright, let's get back into the game just quickly. I do have to wrap this up soon. Sorry, guys. Kid Chameleon has a strong cult following. Well, they can keep following it, but I'm not in on it. Not even for the life bar trick if you played a Japanese version of Contra Corps. Maybe just to experiment around. Not a lot of games ask you to beat over 100 levels in one sitting. Okay. I might do a video. I know that people are sick of Mega Drive videos at the moment. But I'm only doing this because I want to, not because I think it's going to be popular. I want to do a video on games that I would have liked to have seen on the Mega Drive Mini. Like a dream list. So IP's not a problem. You can get any game you wanted that came out. That can't be a fictitious game that never got released. It has to be an actual release. Yeah, I'd like to do a compilation, 42 games, make it a really quick video, maybe 15-20 minutes long. Might do that later. I've already been through this. If there are 10 copies released, that would make it released official or not. Yeah, it was officially released and then they withdrew it, but the copies that were sent overseas, they had no way of regaining them. It's not like Sega's going to send you a letter in the post asking you to give it back, that you're going to say, well, I think I better give it back. The restorative called Eek Eek. It contains a mega dose of the vitamin. Can only you buy it anywhere. Got it? Okay, cool. Cool story. Somebody's got to put those gummy savages in their place. If only I was younger. Be careful what you say. My husband is enraged. I'm just going to steal some of your stuff. Thank you. I always found that odd with video games. Like when you're playing it as a kid, you didn't care. But later on, you see, for example, here there's a chest. You open it. And then you talk to this guy and like, they don't care about the fact that you just stole from their treasure chest. Plant the seeds and watch them grow. Soon you'll reap what you have sown. Take the crops to town one day. You'll be rich and then you'll say, this is the farmer's song. Okay. Alright, I'm out of here. You want to stay? No, because I haven't... Oh, hang on. I get a map. Cool. So you can actually look at the map. Sure, the farmer's song is more magnificent in Japanese. So yeah, back in the day, Japanese, I think it was Beat magazine, I can't remember. They were absolutely playing this up. And this was featured heavily, this game. Pages and pages, 20 page spreads of screenshots for this game. It was a huge release. And in 2019, no one talks about it. I just find that odd. So this is where you save, I guess. I just found that odd that that was a convention in video games that the church is a save point. I think Dragon Quest was the first game to use churches as a restoration or save point. And Phantasy Star 2 changed that and changed it to make it more scientific, that when you die you can get your character restored using the DNA or something like that. So yeah, kind of weird that video games went down the path of using churches as a save point. Surprised that no Desert Strike or Jungle Strike game on there since they got Road Rash 2. Like I get it that they couldn't put NHL 94 because of copyrights, but they could have put Mutant League football and Mutant League hockey. That would have been awesome. But no. The people of Gumi came and smashed the bridge. The bridge is broken. They must be possessed by evil spirits. Or they're on drugs. Or they're drunk. Oh God. The memories are coming back. I haven't heard that track in ages. It's very Zelda-ish. Yeah, the Mutant League games would have been a nice addition. Oh, we got Droob. How you doing? Glad you could join. I haven't played on YouTube streaming for quite a bit, so this is a new experience for me. I'm actually streaming on Mixer, on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook all at once. Oh, I'm so angry. Wait till the mayor hears about this. I guess I gotta go and check out what this is all about up here. I think one of the most satisfying parts about this game was the music and the aesthetic of the graphics, the art style. But it is a bit weird walking in diagonals all the time. It's hard to get used to. Wow. Oh god, I haven't heard these sound effects in years. So all this talk about the emulation not being that great because of the delay in the sound, I'm not getting that. I mean, maybe my ears are just getting old, but I don't really have an issue with this emulation. Like, yeah, there's a delay there, but it's not enough to deter from the enjoyment of playing the game, in my opinion. And if you come from this era of gaming, little thing like a delay in sound is not going to be enough to deter you. You have to be extremely picky, I think, to make you look at the, what is it, 8 frames of delay with the sound they're saying, to make that be a thing to put you off playing. I think a lot of those people that are making those points on YouTube are just doing it to show that they're being super picky. It's not enough though for me to not want to play. I'm going around in circles, aren't I? The music makes me think of the Shining series. Very much so. And Golden Sun a little bit as well. Because it's the same people. The delay in sound becomes important if you rely on it for timing, such as Street Fighter 2 or Streets of Rage. I'd argue that you can play Street Fighter without the need to have 100% perfect sound. And again, I do think that it's just channels, I think, trying to make themselves look a little bit edgy because, hey, look at us. We're the one channel that isn't liking the Mega Drive Mini. Oh, I needed that key before. This is more my pace of gaming, by the way. I know I was playing Castlevania before, and I just don't enjoy it. Whereas this is more my speed. But do I have to pick the key, use key, that's a bit frustrating. I'm going to be playing for about another 10 minutes more, and then I think I might wrap things up. But while you guys are watching, I might go back to the village, save. While you guys are watching, if you haven't already followed, please give us a follow. Really does help out. And a like, all of that stuff. And if you're over on YouTube land, give us a subscription, because I'll make it worth your time. I've got my look at 1983 coming up. It's been overdue by a year. But I was recording the footage that I needed to get that start for that video. So that will be coming up. Plus I will be doing my weekly Spacey Spin videos, which is just a quick talk about topics in the gaming world that got my attention. So no, it's not a news video, but it's more of a case of me just voicing my opinion and feedback on stuff that I've seen during the week. So I hope you guys get a chance to watch those videos as well. They've actually been performing better than my other stuff, which is, you know, always good. I've played fighting games in the company of people with a vision loss. A sound delay puts them at a disadvantage. Okay. Street Fighter V is a great example of a video game designed from the ground up to be playable by those who can't see it. What? Playing a video game and you can't see it? I've heard of people playing Mario Brothers blindfolded. That freaks me out hearing that. How do you do that? When do you think you'll do something for Storyfire? Storyfire, I don't know if I'm able to put a video on there. So I think I don't know how Storyfire works, but I think you got to earn the right to actually upload videos. So when you first join Storyfire, it's just like a glorified Twitter. If I could post videos to Storyfire, I'll be doing that. Because right now, at the moment, I'm earning 0 on YouTube. It's simply an avenue for me to get my name out there. But that's it. I don't get any benefits other than exposure for posting to YouTube at the moment. Which is just ridiculous. But, you know, having said that, if it wasn't for YouTube, I wouldn't have got the opportunity to meet so many other creators and basically collab with them. And also, I wouldn't have got the chance to be on PAX. So there's that as well. It's more of a networking thing for me. And plus, I do enjoy the editing process and getting a video up there and seeing, like, for example, my videos that I've done for the Spacey Spin, where I've got the green screen background. For me, the challenge was working out how to get those stars in the background and getting it looking right. And when I pulled it off and I managed to get that look right, that felt very satisfying. So it's just for a personal hobby. The whole channel is just a hobby. I would like to go beyond that step though and I would love to be a full-timer. That would be great. There are some out there that are lucky enough to be able to do that. Top Hat Gaming Man is one in particular that I can think of, but that's because he's built his channel up to a point where he can do that, and I have not done that. Plus, I've got issues with AdSense not getting my account set right. I'm even tempted to restart my YouTube channel. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to read that. Jorby? Jorby, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. Yay! Nah, thank you very much for that. But I'm even tempted to start up my YouTube channel from scratch if I have to. So yeah, I don't want to, but if I can't get my AdSense account sorted out, then I'm going to have to do something drastic. And YouTube don't make it so you can ask someone. They're just totally unapproachable. But if I can gain some traction with this other new format, which is Storyfire, then Storyfire offers me an alternative, and maybe I can gather a bigger building following there than I did on YouTube. Who knows? I'm going to save this and return to the main menu. And there we go. All right. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching me tonight. I will be back tomorrow night. The reason why I was on a Wednesday night was making up for the fact that I couldn't be on last night. So this was a unannounced surprise stream. I do that every now and again. But thank you for watching. And while you're here, make sure you hit... Wrong button. Make sure, yeah, you hit the follows, hit the subscribe button if you can. I'm trying to build up my Twitch account in particular at the moment. I've got 170, I can't quite remember. But I am aiming for 500 followers on Twitch. So that's my next focus. But it doesn't mean that I won't be doing any more YouTube videos. I'll still be putting out content on there. I'm just not getting so emotionally attached to YouTube anymore as I have been in the past because of the issues with my AdSense account. So I might have to start looking elsewhere to put my content if I can't get that resolved. And looking forward to watching your ranking video. My ranking video? Oh, so you haven't watched that yet? Oh, get onto that. That took an age and a half to edit that video, and that was fun to put together. Going through the last of the comments, sorry, before I wrap up. I didn't really care for the art style of Street Fighter 5 or 4 for that matter. I liked the art style, but I felt it was a bit soft. Not anime enough, so there's that. I like the art of the early Marvel versus games, the best X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom 1 are in particular beautiful to me. I like Capcom Street Fighter versus Capcom. Those games are awesome, especially 2. Drewby said, I figured I'd follow you on Twitch as well as on YouTube. Well, thank you for that. And great scream. I do have a scream here somewhere. Hang on, where is it? Fail and no, great stream. You have a great personality. Well, thank you for that. And good luck with AdSense. I'm sure I'll be following you on Storyfire if need be. Well, I am on Storyfire. I just haven't done anything there yet. I've made one post, that's all. But follow me on YouTube anyway, because I will be doing videos leading up to my PAX appearance in front of, God, 5,000 people, I think it's going to be. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. My name has been Brian, and I've been gaming since Spaceys. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you.
It's in Spaceys. It's in Spaceys. It's in Spaceys. It's in Spaces. It's in Spaces.